What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. We are completely starting this video over because I did start this video and it was something else, and I just figured, you know what, it's not gonna sit right with me unless I start over and really put y'all in game with how this is all about to change for the time being. There are some changes that have recently occurred in my life. And I figure since this is like my diary and I am very honest and blunt with y'all, so that way people are not questioning later, because people always catch on, that I would have a little sit down with y'all and just kind of have some girl talk, kind of get you guys just up to speed with where I am mentally, what I'm working through, where I am in my life, and yeah, we go from there. As far as needed changes, I am solo dolo at the moment. Some of you are gonna be like, what? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I went through an emotional roller coaster over the past couple of days, and Steven and I have decided, well, really, he decided that he wanted to leave. So, ultimately it put us both in position to just figure things out. I'm not going to go back and forth with it. I've already had my emotional wear and tear, and I'm pregnant. So, with that being said, we're just going to get through this shit the way that we get through this shit. Never down for too long. Do I love him? Yes. Do I think it'll work? Maybe. Do I have an answer for y'all right now? No, I don't. So, whatever. But I will say the reality of pregnancy is I can't control my emotions, and I'm not going to control my emotions, right? Like, I'm trying, right? But it's not the reason for our separation isn't even because of anything truly serious. He just got overwhelmed, and he mentioned that it's a lot going on for him, which whatever, you know what I'm saying? Truthfully, being the person that I am, I'm very supportive in certain areas, but I feel like there are times where I need to be supported as well. And so I think that was the thing that had me more emotional, is the fact that in a relationship, you should be able to work through really anything. You know what I'm saying? Try your damn hardest. On the worst of the worst days, you should be fucking trying. You know what I'm saying? And he just couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle it. And not only that, the child was involved in the sense of just like, it's just a lot. So we're going to have to figure it out eventually, because we are having a kid. But I'm not going to put any stress on it. I didn't do anything to him. So it's kind of hard for me to, really find the words. I know is we are living solo. I guess we can consider this a living solo diary. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's unfortunate that, things turned out the way that they turned out. I truly wish him the best. And, having a family is ultimately the goal, but I'm not in a position to chase anybody. And he's already used to a pattern. You know what I'm saying? He's already kind of used to that lifestyle. And that's something that he, to me, I think is comfortable with. I will never talk bad about him. You know what I'm saying? I won't. I just can only go off of how I feel. And again, just the reality of it. But it's cool. Things are going to change. Content is going to be back to what it was. Only difference is we're now preparing for a baby on our own, and we still got shit to do. We still have a gender reveal. We still have a baby shower. We're still going to do what we need to do, and we're going to be happy over the next 14 weeks. I am expecting a baby in 14 weeks. So I have well over, 2.5 months, which will go by fast. I'm already pulling up on 26 weeks this week. And I just want to be at peace and excited about just everything. I think the last 2 days that I have been on an emotional toll, I have probably stressed myself out way too much. And that's another thing. Like, I just think it's important to just think about, it's, you know, it's beyond just him and I. It's a lot more to it now. And I just want to be at peace. I just, you know, I want him to be able to do what he wants to do or is able to do. And I just want to be happy. So here we are. Hopefully that kind of puts y'all on game. I hate doing videos like this, truthfully, because we had the relationship that we had, anything can happen. I'm very optimistic about things working out. I'm not like, oh, fuck him, and oh, he can kiss my ass. You know, were words exchanged? Absolutely. What the fuck? But truthfully, if things are to work out, then they work out. If they don't, then they fucking don't. At this point, it's, you know, leave it to God. I'm not going to be stressing myself out. Definitely not going to be looking to change anybody's mind about something that I didn't do. So that's kind of the more frustrating part. We just don't have an understanding right now, and communication is difficult for him. And unfortunately, being in a relationship, you're going to have to learn to communicate, and you're going to have to learn how to adapt to the things that you're not typically used to adapting to, and he's not in a position to do that right now. So whatever. I just took my prenatals. I'm about to make me something to eat. I'm loading up on water. Like I said, today was another emotional roller coaster. I had to take a little drive and literally go get my mind right with God and like listen to that voice in my head that was like, you're never fucking stuck. You're like, it's okay. This is very temporary. With or without him, you will be fine. I had to really have that conversation with myself. And I think that's the thing that people don't talk about, is the reality of just relationships and how real shit can get, you know, off camera too. Because this is a safe space for me, and I feel like I'm not the only one going through it. I just want to be an inspiration to the women who are going through their pregnancy alone, who don't really know, you know, where to turn or what to do, or just feeling stuck. You know, going through a breakup is not easy, truthfully. You know what I'm saying? We can act hard all we want. It's just not easy. And I am really in my feminine space. I'm a woman. I'm emotional. There's a lot going through my head. There's a lot that needs to be done. And I'm just not going to sugarcoat the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. I don't seek to be perfect. There's a lot of things that I feel, you know, may have been miscommunicated on my end as well. But at the end of the day, I always feel like you got to try harder than you've ever tried before at certain times in a relationship. And when I feel like someone is giving up on me, I tend to pull back. So that's the space that we're in, and that's just what it is. But we're going to be optimistic about the relationship in general. If he comes back, he comes back. He knows where the fuck I'm at. You know, I don't even know. Like, I'm really coming on to y'all, or on here, to tell you guys this raw and in real time, because, you know, shit happens. And it's like, there's so many single moms that I watch even on YouTube who do the damn thing, you know what I'm saying? And my plan isn't to be a single mom. I don't think anybody's plan is to be a single mom. But if it calls for it, I think, like I said, God is going to put me in the right position to do what I have to do to not only support myself, but support my baby and be healthy mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically for my child. So I've already gone through, you know, a fucked up situation. Most people have. He's gone through his fucked up situation. But the difference is I'm not looking to continue the cycle. So he's going to have to pull out of it the best that he can. Do I wish him the best? Absolutely. But it's still so fresh. It's like, what the fuck can you do? You know what I'm saying? So I wish that I had the energy to go into detail as to how it even started. I really don't care to. Moral of it is, like I said, we're here. We're here. Make it do what it do. But I'm about to make me something to eat. Crazy enough, I'm obsessed with ravioli again. And I had just remembered that I had another ravioli in there. So I'm going to make some ravioli. Poochie is taking, really it's bedtime. I don't even know why I was going to say he's taking a nap. It's really bedtime. He'll probably get up and bug me in a minute when he has to go to the bathroom, because he did fall asleep about an hour and a half earlier than usual. But that's okay. We're just gonna get the energy in the house back flowing. When I tell you, baby, it's empty. Like, it's empty. It's not empty. Like, the house is still the house, but when I say it's empty in the sense of just energy, it's empty. And we're gonna get the energy back the way it needs to happen. Outside of that, I do feel good. I feel like we're gonna have a good week this week. As you guys see, we took the hair down. And I'm just ready to get back to myself. I think pregnancy is a lot, but starting over is even more of a lot. You know, like starting over and just having to redirect yourself. And the thing is, for a lot of people, there's a lot of people who have to constantly start over, right? Like, starting over isn't a bad thing. I think that we get discouraged because, you know, yeah, you'll have something in your mind and then you're like, oh, fuck, it didn't work out. Not starting over is okay. Every day that you have an opportunity to wake up and start over, progress. It's exactly what I'm going to do. There's not going to be anything to stop me. Will there be some tough days? Absolutely. But as long as I'm able to be in a space of being serene, that's fine. But I also want to be in a relationship with someone who chooses me every single day. Truth be told, like I want to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't give up. You know what I'm saying? Who won't give up. And I've expressed that to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's tough for you, understandable. You know, you never know what somebody is really going through inside. You never know what type of depression a person is going through. I've also been in that space, you know what I'm saying, where depression was trying to whoop your girl's ass. And, you know, I fought back and I continuously fight back. There are days where I'm like, this shit is crazy, but you have to be a fighter. And I just think that a lot of people are used to giving up, running away, and yeah, just giving up before, you know, really putting in the work. You got to really put in the work, and some people just aren't prepared for that. So it's an unfortunate situation right now. But like I said, we have high hopes that things will change. I just needed to come on here and vent that because I don't want to get to a point where I'm slowing down my content and what makes me happy based off of my emotions. If I got to get the fuck on here and cry, then that's what the fuck we're going to do together. But I just have to be honest because a lot of you are smart as hell. Y'all are so damn smart. And I know that you guys eventually, as you have before, will pick up on just the changes in the background. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's always changing or always paying attention to the difference. And I would rather just say it up front than to have you guessing. Because again, I'm a very open book. Everybody's content is different, but I don't know how to be fake about the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping we can get it together. I had a really tough day. I had a really tough weekend and I didn't like it. Like, I didn't like it. And I'm like, yeah, he's really good at, like most men, he's really good at not showing emotion. But I'm not going to pull it out of you. You feel me? Like, it just is what it is. If you truly love somebody, you'll make it work and you'll stick it out and you'll, you know what I'm saying, do shit you've never done before. He's going through the same cycle. And, you know, I don't know. I have no other words. I did tell him that I was cool, though. And, you know, based off of emotion, to tell y'all the truth, I kind of told him, like, I'm not fucking with it right now. If, you know, you make the decision to leave, then we just don't need to fuck with each other at all. Like, you know, women, we say shit sometimes, even when we don't mean it. In that moment, I meant it. I meant, like, I don't care to see you. I don't give a fuck about talking to you. I don't want nothing to do with you. Like I said, all the things. And, you know, truth is, like, maybe it'll be that way for a couple months. We were supposed to have our gender reveal together. But I think the way things are going, who's to say, things could change in the next, I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. Shit could change in the next couple weeks. You never know. Maybe we just need a couple weeks. Maybe we need a month. Maybe we need, who knows. But I am definitely still going to have my gender reveal regardless. And if I just have to send him the details on what we're having, then I will do that. It's unfortunate that he won't be participating and his family won't be participating. But shit, you know, whatever. Like I said, that could change. Don't hold me to it. Don't hold me to it. I'm just going off of what I feel right now. Take a deep breath, release it, and get back in motion. I hate relationships. I fucking hate them. I hate relationships. I hate learning people, and I hate people having to learn me, because the one thing that always happens in relationships for me is people love the idea of being with me, truthfully, from the past. They're like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying, girl, la 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 la, court you, and then get with you, and it's work to be done, right? It's work. It's not easy. And it's not that I'm even trying to make it hard. I just don't know how to settle for less. And I don't know how to minimize my expectation or my goals and my vision and just everything about me to accommodate for other people. There are some people who are not truly prepared for my world. You know what I'm saying? And I truly don't want to make it hard for anybody, but it's just like, to me, common sense is common sense. I feel like when a person, you know, can blatantly just say they don't, not even just say, because had he said he understood where I was coming from, had I just heard those words, it possibly could have changed a lot in my response. But to tell you guys without just dwelling on it too heavy, because then we're going to move on to something else. Not once did I hear, babe, I understand where you're coming from. I heard literally the opposite when explaining myself, which is even more pressure, because what the fuck am I explaining right now? It should just be like, oh no, I truly understand what the fuck you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't hear that. And it took me a minute to process it. But you know, not everybody's gonna comprehend or understand you, and that's cool. So we're just gonna get back to ourselves. We're gonna start getting ourselves together. In the beginning of my pregnancy, like, you know, we're pushing into our third trimester in the next 2.5, 3 weeks. I'm gonna be in my third trimester. We are getting so close, and I'm just so excited to meet my baby. But in the beginning of my pregnancy, I really was not putting in the effort into myself. I was really just not taking time for me. That's just now starting to pick back up, where I'm just like, okay, let me embrace myself and accept these changes with my body and fight through, you know, the sadness and the low days and all of that. Like, let me just push through this shit. And it would have been nice to, of course, have him understand where I am, but he can't. So I gotta do it regardless. I gotta do it. Cool thing is, he has his family for support. I have my family for support. And yeah, we're gonna be Gucci regardless. We're gonna stay hydrated, and we're gonna start putting some effort into ourselves. So 20 minutes of that, now you guys understand where things are. But I'm about to make this food. Right now I'm watching my girl, who is this? I always forget her name. Stephanie. Where are my glasses at? Because baby, y'all know I can't see. Hold on. I'm watching my girl Stephanie. Yes. She is dope because she is a single mom. I think she's actually probably dating right now. I don't know. But she is a single mom, and her daughter is the cutest. Her daughter is the smartest kid that I have seen on this platform in a while. I mean, like, their relationship is just amazing. She's super smart. And I think her whole concept is raising me, like her learning from her daughter as she's teaching her daughter to be as independent, smart, and just like the whole dynamic is amazing. And I truly rock with her because she has the realest conversations just about her situation, who she is, what she got going, what she's doing, what she wants, and her expectation of herself too. So I think it's just dope. I relate to her a lot in other ways. So I'm just sitting here watching her, but we're gonna make this food, and then I'm going to I'm thinking I wanna put some eye patches, cause baby, when I tell you I was crying, I don't know that you guys can see, I'm a little puffy, but I have eye patches. I also have my faded serum. So we're just gonna get through, I guess you could say, the breakup. Yeah, it's a breakup, cause I don't know if we're gonna get back together right now. I don't know. Who knows? Fuck it. We're on this fucking roller coaster together. Let's make some food. I'm gonna put this in the pot, and then I'm gonna put on my eye patches. Okay, so I just had to, let me turn this light off. There's too many lights on right now. I just took my ravioli off of the stove, but we're gonna put these eye patches on because we're gonna get ourselves together. I'm doing the, well, it says eye mask. Yeah, I think this is it 5 in here? It's this brand Black. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've had this shit for a minute. I should have opened these a long time ago. Hopefully they're not dried out, because I'm like, and hopefully it's what I'm thinking. I mean, go and get you some, because they do what they need to do if you get the right ones. But we're gonna throw these bad boys on our face. Oh my God, please tell me they're not dried out. Why do they look? They do look kind of... What is happening? These bad boys are dry than a meg. No bueno. No bueno. Y'all caught that in real time too. All of them, I'm sure, are like that. I've had them, when I say I've had them for so long, part of me feels like they're not supposed to be wet, but that wouldn't make any sense. I'm gonna have to go buy me some more. We're not even doing this. We're not even doing it because they're freaking dry. That's dumb. Good thing is we do have our eye serum, so let's go into the other bathroom and put the eye serum on. Okay, here we are. So we're actually gonna just rinse our face real quick. I'm actually gonna do it with the time. I'm just gonna dab my face. Gonna dab my face, and then we're gonna put the eye serum on because I am gonna jump in the shower. I just want it on my face right now because I just feel like tomorrow my eyes are gonna puff up so much. But I'm done crying. I really hope, because this video isn't gonna be long at all. This is literally just me kind of giving you guys an update as to what's going on, so that way when we do continue starting the content, you guys are just, you know, in the loop with things. And I feel like it's the only way that I really can express myself without feeling all the extra emotions. Did I feel like he didn't care at all today? Absolutely. I feel like he didn't give a fuck. Which he's probably mastered, you know, how to do that. I genuinely, when I care about somebody though, I don't know how to do that. I'll talk my shit for sure, but I still don't know how to just treat somebody, you know, like I genuinely don't care. And I feel like when I get to the point of being like, fuck it, it's because I've exhausted all my resources being available to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just honestly feel like, you know what, he was just able to whatever. And some may say, you know, I've even questioned, like, are you talking to somebody else? Are you, like, you know, what is it? And he's like, no, I'm just exhausted. There's, you know, whatever. Which, again, benefit of the doubt, I do know that people go through things internal that they just cannot express. But, you know, nigga already has a baby mom. I don't plan on being somebody's second baby mom. I don't plan on being a baby mom. He's going to have to get his shit together. And it's kind of like, if you wait too long, you will lose me. You know what I'm saying? Because who's waiting forever? I don't know. Really, if he doesn't, if we can't figure it out within this week or by the end of the week, I kind of know what's gonna happen. So we'll see if he, you know, is able to put his pride aside and actually understand me. If you can't understand me, then you're telling me that you don't give a fuck. And that is just the reality of it, because then that also tells me that you're okay with doing this shit alone, and that's also ridiculous. So, you know, I don't know. Like I said, everybody goes through breakup shit. It's not the easiest shit, but we're gonna be cool. This shit feels so good going under my eye. Again, if you didn't catch my last vlog, this is the Topicals Faded Brightening and Clearing Serum. Again, because this morning my eyes were super puffy from crying last night, then I cried again today. I'm like, yeah, no, we're gonna get ourselves together. So we're gonna let that sit on there. And then I'm gonna hop in the shower later and whatever. But I'm gonna eat my food. And like I said, chill on the couch for a little bit, find something to watch. I've been watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and honestly, like, I like them. I'm not gonna fucking lie. They're very dramatic. They're very all over the place, and it's very interesting to know that that's just how they get down. But it's a very interesting show. I do like series. I like something that, you know, is continuous. But if you guys have any recommendations on any shows, let me know, because I need new things to watch. So whatever. But fail on the freaking eye mask, but success on the serum. I'm gonna go get my food, turn on my show. I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in my next video. And again, I'll keep you guys posted. I don't know. I'll tell you guys what happens this week. Fuck it. We out.